Hey, good evening. Here's another evening on a walk. I just wanted to shout out for something awesome that I learned this winter. But I just want to give you my experiences, and I'll probably make more information on this in the future. Better information, clear information, a good video, and professionally done maybe or something. I don't know. But hey, I learned this winter wool is a huge blessing in my life. I worn basically pure wool except for outer shell layer that would be a windproof, just because I didn't want the wind to get inside my warm clothing. And I dealt with the cold tremendously, much better than I think a lot of other people have done. Although I struggle a huge amount with the cold. It takes me a lot of time to adjust to cold climate and cold weather and all that stuff. So it's a struggle still for me because I have a lot of adjusting to do. But I wear wool inside out pretty much, and even now I don't even have a shell layer on. I went all day without a shell layer, and I felt chilly at times, but pretty okay. It was kind of cold. It was below freezing today. Just 2 layers on all day long, and this is one thing I'll explain. A lot of people, they wear like 5-6 layers, maybe sometimes thin layers, sometimes thick layers, sometimes cotton layers, sometimes polyester, sometimes synthetics. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's down. And there's a lot of good stuff out there. I'm not downing them and those companies that produce very good equipment, very good quality coats and all that stuff. But I wear just 2 or 3 layers of wool, and I sweat. I work in these layers. I run in these layers. I walk in these layers. I wear a backpack with these layers, and a heavy backpack sometimes. And I sweat, okay? That's a huge thing that most people do not want to do when they're outside in the cold. They do not want to sweat. Is a primary negative to sweat. You don't want to sweat when it's cold out. You don't want to get wet at any cost. At all costs, do not get wet. Do not sweat. But hey, I'm wearing wool, and there's a huge difference. I sweat. I may get a little wet, rained on, stuff like that. Yes, it's cold. It's not totally pleasant. Right now I'm sweaty, okay? I've been running, walking. I've been quite a while out in these layers, 2 layers. And it's chilly outside. I should be cold. I'm not. I'm sweaty, but I'm warm. I don't have a shell on, so I'm not blocking the heat from escaping. I'm not blocking the wind from getting in. But I'm okay, even with just 2 layers on and this cold weather. To me, it's really cold. My hands are kind of having a hard time to stay toasty warm. But I'm okay, and I'll make it. And I'll probably make it a lot better than the next guy that's running around with a bunch of synthetics, and they can't stop running until they get home, because as soon as they do stop running, they'll freeze, because all that moisture turns into ice almost instantly in weather that's below zero, below freezing, and they'll freeze. They'll get cold, and they'll have an unpleasant evening trying to stay warm at their home if it's cold inside, you know. But I'm thankful. I'm happy for what God made. God made the best stuff in the world, and that is wool. Now you got sheep's wool, you got alpaca wool, and you got I've heard of yak wool. There's goat's wool. Who knows what there is out there. There's all kinds of stuff. Just try one on. Try to find something smooth. Like merino wool is pretty decent. It's not the warmest, but it's decent and it's comfortable. Alpaca is a huge recommendation. And right now I'm wearing basically merino wool, 2 layers of merino wool on my skin. And oh boy, it's perfectly fine. I'm perfectly pleasant. I'm perfectly okay. and I'll make it home safe and sound, even though it's cold, even though my fingers are chilly and starting to freeze up a little bit. I'll just try to pump some blood into it, keep them going. My toes are maybe a little bit cold because I'm wearing sandals, but I'll just keep walking, and blood will go through it again, and it'll be fine, at least until I get home.